here, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing how to save 5 to 10 hours per week by getting out of your inbox as a CEO. So in today's video, what I'm going to be sharing is a really unique hack. So when I first started my agency, Ronald James, like 7 years ago, what I realized was I was spending a lot of time in my inbox. I was checking my inbox probably on my phone at least probably 20-30 times a day, and I was very reactional. So as soon as an email would come in, I would respond, or I would maybe try and respond and it would go into drafts, and then I would go back to it. And I'm sure a lot of you on this video are probably in that same position where you feel like you need to be in your inbox all of the time. You're very reactive to it. As soon as a response comes in, you probably waste a lot of time actually being in that inbox and actually doing nothing. So the first thing I want you to do is actually just click back into your inbox and actually look and analyze how many emails did you receive yesterday in your inbox. And on average, I would say you're probably going to get between 50 to 60, sometimes even 80 emails per day. And some of you maybe even more. And that's far too many. Because when you look at the studies with Pareto law, in terms of the inputs and the outputs and the results, like I would say that probably 80% of those emails that you get are not going to drive the business moving forward. And you probably don't need to respond to them straight away. You only really need to respond to probably 10 to 20% of them. And so what we need to do today is I'm going to share with you my unique labeling system and how I delegated this system to one of my VAs in order to really get me out of my inbox. So I haven't really been in my inbox for around about 4 years in my company. Yes, I maybe check it now and again, but it's very, very rare. Because I actually have a personal private inbox that gets forward any urgent replies that I need to respond to, but I don't waste my time in that inbox. Because you will waste a lot of time and consume a lot of mental energy actually going into your inbox and opening emails you shouldn't open, and then closing them again and probably marking them unread. And I used to do that all the time. So what I'm going to share with you today is actually my unique labeling system that I created to make sure that removes me away from the inbox. And we're going to, again, when we're building systems, this is a system that you're going to build that you can replicate to hand off to your VA. So it's going to free your time up more. And I predict this is going to save you at least a minimum 5 hours per week, maybe even more, because you're not going to be in your inbox as much now. So what you need to do in G Suite, we use G Suite, and a lot of members in the program have moved across to G Suite from Microsoft, but again, it works the same in Microsoft. You're going to create some labels in your inbox. So I want you to create 4 labels. And the first one is going to be called Urgent Answer Today. So this label is going to be for any candidates or any emails that you're getting that you need to handle today. And that's going to be ones that urgently go into that label. So once you've created that one, you're going to create a second label, which is going to be called Urgent Client Respond. So that's going to be for any of your clients that you've got signed terms with, you work in active roles. They're going to go into one label. And again, they're going to be ones that you're going to be most likely to respond the same day. But the great thing about this is when you get an email from a client, every time you can filter messages like these, and you can actually automatically get them to go into that folder. So if you don't know how to do that, you can quickly Google it on YouTube. But I would, every time you get an email from that domain, you can put filter messages like these. So over a few weeks, you should be able to get automated, all of your client emails and replies come into this folder. And these are the main 2 labels that you're going to focus on. And then the third label you're going to create is a general label. And these are things where you might be getting marketing, you might be getting industry news from your niche market. It might be just general chit chat or conversations. And these are traditionally emails you don't need to reply to straight away. And these are the ones that are going to save and suck a lot of your time. And you're going to get them to go into this label. And we're going to train up your virtual assistant to start marking things as general. And then you're going to just dive into that once a week. You might start off maybe dipping in it once a day, but eventually you're going to just go in it once a week. And then the fourth and most final one is non-urgent. So these are ones that your VA is going to handle and reply as you. These are things you're not interested in. It might be sales pitches, it might be promotional, social media, spam, All of these ones, and I would say 50%, when we break down the components and when we analyze your inbox, I would say from the 80-20 law, 20% are urgent and important that need answered, and then 80% aren't. And what we're going to do is we're going to save a lot of time, because we're going to remove 80% of your inbox is going to be gone, because they're just going to be in different labels. And then you're going to have a clear inbox, which is another thing. Because for most of you, I'd imagine you might have 4, 5, 10,000, 20,000 messages in your inbox. You're going to get your VA in there cleaning that all up. All of that clutter in your mind of things you need to respond to, it's going to be a nicely compartmentalized system in these labels. So yeah, and over time, you're going to train the VA up so they know which ones are urgent answer today. And you've got two ways of how you could, when you remove yourself solely from this inbox, you can actually create a personal, what I did was create a private email address. So a private company email address that only my VA and personal close people have access to. And I'm just in that inbox. So I don't actually see my main corporate inbox. And your VA can forward the urgent answer todays in that inbox. So when you do check your emails, you're only going to be seeing 2 or 3 emails, maybe 5 emails a day max. I don't even get that now. And that's going to be a quick hack that's going to save you 5 hours per week. And if you value that time in terms of valuation, if your time is worth $500 an hour, $1,000 an hour as a recruitment business owner, you've just saved $5K a week and $20,000 a month. And that could be easily $250,000 a year that you've saved by getting out of your inbox. And how you're going to do that is once you've created these labels and you've worked with your VA for a bit of iteration period over the next few weeks, what I want you to do is to go in your inbox at certain times. So actually mark in your calendar 10 a.m., 12 p.m., 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. So you're going to go in your inbox 4 times for 10 minutes per day. And that's going to be 40 minutes a day. And really set yourself a rigid time for that. So never wake up. Don't make the mistake of waking up and not having your morning routine and checking your inbox. Get in the habit of just going to your inbox at 10 a.m. Because especially when there's bad news in that inbox, you don't want to see that till 10 a.m. because you want to make sure you're keeping your head strong and you're working on the business, not in it, and you're keeping the right frame of mind. So yeah, drop a comment below. Let me know how many emails on average you get per day out of interest. Like I said, I normally predict it's normally when we do this test, it's between 50 to 80 emails a day. Sometimes you'll be surprised how many emails you get and how many percentage are actually urgent answer today or client respond. And again, you'll probably see the 80-20 law. You'll realize that 80% of the emails that are in your inbox aren't even relevant that you need to respond to straight away. So yeah, I hope you get some benefit from this, found the video useful. So please like if you enjoyed the video, put a thumbs down if you didn't enjoy the video and let me know why. And if you've got any questions, just put a comment below and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.